Good morning. This is Just Saying, better known as Cypress Gold and Bronze. I would like to say this morning. I did look at News Now. I'm the type that'll say, oh, I don't like that show. They make me sick. And then turn around and watch it every day. I stopped Wendy Williams. She went too far. She's constantly criticizing black men. When she criticized Terrence Howard recently, I just said, I'm done with her. I don't want to look at that, and I don't look at her. But News Now has a really upfront news early in the morning, and I get up very early in the morning. Would be that this policeman threw this child, and the way they're jacking the kids up is really bad. In the closet that I wrote, it's only like 50 pages. It's not that long. Is about me. Not so much about black people, because black people, I learned when I was doing 250 videos regarding Obama, are just, we're really messed up. There was a man that called on my phone. He's very bold. He'll never do it again. And criticizing me about criticizing the president and talking about you should be proud of America. First of all, let me make this very clear. I would never fight for America. That would never even. I really said, if my son signed up, I'm going to go get him. I would take that money, go to Iraq or wherever it is, and go and get mine, because I didn't give birth to any child that's going to fight for the United States government. The American government has hurt a lot of people. It's not only black, hurt a lot of people, and they keep doing it. So now this thing with our kids, we are unable to protect our own children. So my question today, or the title of this webcam, is called, Are You Ready to Die? Are you ready to die? Now, a lot of white people, and because I know a lot of white people too. In fact, in my new life, in Cypress life, I don't have a lot of blacks because I don't like the way you think. I really don't. I don't trust you, and I don't like the way you think. I really don't. So you won't see me. So I have a white friend that her and I walk sometime up to Griffith, and then I have another white friend that has all the cool theater tickets. And we go for practically nothing. And then we just have a ball. We talk about everybody. And it's just really fun. And she is white. But she said something about drones. And I told her, I said, you know what? That common sense will tell you they can't drop drones on the black community when we begin to uprise about this with our children. That's going to have an end. That's not going to keep happening like that. Hopefully, although the minds of black people may go into the love. Well, we want peace. We don't want to fight. Is that what you said a long time ago, back in Africa? Is that how you think? My question is, are you ready to die? Is this problem bad enough that we might have to just retaliate? You can't let people beat on your children. And this seems to be a system thing with the police. I mean, let's face it, if that was a little white girl that we saw thrown around, that's not ever going to happen, and you're never going to see it. They're drunk. They talk to the police. I've seen it and witnessed it. And another thing, they kill their parents a lot. They take different type of drugs. We can smoke a joint and they're sitting up doing some purple microdoc and all of that kind of crap. I mean, white kids are not angels at all. But you will never see a police take them and throw them around like you saw that little girl. So there's something wrong with that picture. And there's something biased. And most of you that don't want to talk about racism like your president did, to be president of the United States, and we had a black attorney general, which is law, that did nothing for their own people. And you say, well, and people on Crenshaw here in California will protect that president like, and he didn't give a 2 cents about them. They need to speak up and actually say what I've been saying on these 250 videos that I have been putting out there over the 6 years of that man's term. That bothered me that much. And I kind of saw things happening to black people. And you're not going to do it. You're in that Christian religion. And everything is love, 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 love. And not only the Christian religion. There's different. Here in California, I wouldn't even get into anything spiritual in California. Maybe it's my loss, but I'm not dealing with those people. You know, the love, 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 love. Everything's love, love, love. You know, and it isn't. It isn't. And they irritate me when they do that. Sometimes you have to fight. No, they will not drop drones on you because they have family. They don't know where Uncle Charles and Aunt Jim and Aunt Susie and their children are all over the world, all over the United States, living in Oklahoma and all of that. And you're going to drop a drone in Ferguson. You're going to drop a drone which would destroy half of the... No, you're not, because you don't want to kill yourself. So that will never happen. These people really do have a problem, and they are in fear. Don't you think? And the word Black Lives Matter just makes them scared. They can't attack one person. They keep this situation I saw about the girl. There's a black preacher, and that's when I said, oh, that's the last thing you need. Is something like Martin Luther King. Not at this time. This time is not for King. Turn the other cheek. Our children too. There's something wrong with this race. And I found it out too when the remarks that and I had to cut off half of my family. I had to cut them out. I don't want them here because I do not support Obama, no shape, form, or fashion. Somebody needs to stand up and say it. Will they listen to me? Have they been listening to Just Saying? Yes. I hate to tell you, but yes. I don't buy likes, so I can't put the likes. I could put 1,000. You can buy likes on Facebook. Did you know that? So I don't do that. Mine is all for real. But like I told that man, you don't call my house and tell me what to do in my house, in my apartment, on my phone. And half of them vets I don't like no way. Those black ones, because you had no business fighting for no United States that put your ass in slavery. What the hell would I go out to or Afghanistan and fight for them for? I'm already in hell. What's in hell is when I see you pick up a little girl in a classroom and throw her half across. The war is here. The war is here. I wouldn't want any of my children fighting fighting for those people, and they give you benefits, and I wouldn't want your benefits. I'm not going to fight for no United States government. I'm not going to fight for you. So they say, well, you get government this and government that. Well, shit, and it ain't enough. I'm supposed to be getting freebies for the rest of my life. So should my children. Now, when we think, that's why a lot of people don't like to talk about ancestors. And that man said his ancestors are his mother and father. So he had to been listening to my videos, which is cool. That's why I make them. But I really am making them. Hopefully my son will let my grandchildren listen so they don't be stupid. So they can have a knowledge of and will not be ignorant of the truth. Yeah, just saying ain't playing. I'm going to ask. And I told him, wait a minute, I didn't finish what the man, he had the audacity, and he will never do it again, to insult me on my phone. I make the decisions here, and I run it here. Every last breath out of me will you never run me in my house and disrespect my home. I don't like that, Obama. America, I would never fight for you. And black soldiers coming home with their bodies all mangled. And this last war, they had something in the air on the tanks and everything, and didn't even tell these people they're dying right as we speak. Stupid. Why would you do that? That's because, and this is the power of the ancestors, and I'm telling you, when you ignore your people that brought you here, that kept you through every tear, that all the beatings, all the lynchings, all the rapes, those people, when you forget of them, you are damned. And that's probably what's wrong with Africa. Because I think that is just disgusting. I've always wanted to go there because I love African film. I've always wanted to go there. But I don't now. There's too much Christian. That Christian religion. Because when you do that, and I don't notice how I don't criticize Muslim. It's old. That's one of the oldest religions ever is Islam. And if I were to be religious, I would be Islam. You Christians, you black Christians in Africa and all over the world ought to be ashamed of yourself, because you did not and did not come here to this universe to be a Christian. That is something that was made up, and it was not only made up, but it was given to you to control you. It came with slavery. But I want to say this. I'm just into science more. That's how I'm going to straighten that out. But you the black people have really, there's no way that I could follow you to the beach. Because you are. If you could sit up and watch that, you don't feel like fighting, or you want to do the love, love, love thing and them Bibles and all of everything but what it takes to stop this from happening. Black Lives Matter. That's not going nowhere with me, and I'm sure with other people. People say every life matter. You can say doo-doo life matter, or sucker life matter. You can make up anything, but when it originally started, it was because of this police brutality out here, them killing our damn kids. And they're using that police department to do it. through that child. I can't even watch another one. I can't. And all of you people that say I'm prejudiced or racist, and so be it. Say it. But you should fear me. Because I am not one of those love Christians. Or whatever else, love. Everything is love. I want to talk about peace. I don't. I want to talk about the problem that's going on right now. And that's what Black Lives Matter is for black people, because we were getting killed and our kids are still being beat and killed. Our kids. You say, well, if a black kid said, motherfucker, to one, is that as bad as the drunks, the white drunks with purple hair and everything, and they put shit all in their nose and their ears, stuff that doesn't even belong in their culture. You know, they got it from us. And they killed their parents. They're evil. And even as children, I have seen a little white boy beat his mother. They have serious issues. But my child is being thrown across the classroom. Racism needs to be talked about, drilled about, everything. Otherwise, there's going to be a massacre here. Because you're touching our children and our loved ones. And you're not lawful. The law ain't got a damn thing to do with it. I had to think about that. I really am. But it's no sense. I'm just in a closet. I have to. Because I can't be with you. I can't do what you black people do. I can't go to Africa, because I don't want to hear all of that love and Jesus crap in Africa. I would never want to go to Africa and listen to you, because it scares me that you have forgotten who you were. That's scary. Anytime you don't talk about your ancestors, which extend past your mother and your father. This black thing on my phone said that to me on my phone, but he never will do it. And I'm thinking till this day what to do to him for doing it. Black Lives Matter. And that is Cypress Golden Bronze. Have a good day. I'm sorry I got mad, but it's time to really get mad. I gotta get with some. The Black Panthers had something to do with this situation, and this preacher. That knocks me off. They're trying to get another king because white people feel comfortable with that. He was singing about peace. And if you hit me, I'm not going to hit you back. I'm just going to turn the other cheek. They like that. They feel comfortable. But when they can't hit anybody, and it's powerful and it's strong, which is a sign of the spirit, when it's that, you fear the spirit. You killed Jesus, murdered him in a horrific way, the same as black people have been treated for many, many years in this country. And now the blacks do it to themselves in Africa. That nothingness here over on the Malibu, the house on Malibu. I even put it on my timeline. He's disgusting. He kills all the people in his village, and he takes all their money and then brings it here, and he's living like he does. Those people's money. Why would you be stupid enough to let a Secretary of Forestry come in and run your life. Why should I ask that question? Because blacks do it here. We're trapped. You're trapped in your blackness, and I'm trapped in a closet. Because I don't want to be like you. My ancestors go way past slavery. And we are from Africa. Say it. Maybe it might make you feel better. Maybe knowledge would come to you. I put all that stuff on my timeline. They have some nice things on Facebook educating the history of us. Because if you don't have that, your Harvard degree, as we can see with that president, your everything will not do nothing. I'm trying to see what's going to happen to that man's legacy, because people are starting to wake up about Obama every day, because he's left out of there without doing anything for his people. Now, people will say, well, he did this for education, he did, and so other white presidents did too. Duh. He didn't do nothing so special. And you always speak up for your people. You always do that. I don't care under any circumstances. Nonsense. I'm real mad. Threw that girl across the room and another little boy. These big fat white ones are always there. Well, you'll see how soon they'll die. Sure will. You keep hitting children and you keep mistreating the black people, there's going to be something up against that. Trust me. Okay? I'm sorry to say die, because I don't want you out there killing the police. Because that's not cool. You know. You don't kill them. But it would be nice if we as a group could walk to that school and warn that cop never to do that again. But we would never do that as black people. That's why they do it to us. So, everybody have a nice day. It is early. It's 5:18. Gosh, I'm doing webcams at 5:18. But I have a lot to do today. Again. So... take care, and may peace be to all my sisters that are dealing with cancer of any type. It really brings tears to my eyes. I really don't like to see my friends not well. I don't. I took care of one of my friends for a while after she had an aneurysm. And I'm just tender like that. Tender. I'm very tender. I can do love. I can do that. But on the other side of me, I'll beat you down and I'll fight you with all the blood in me. I'm a typical human being. Peace. Nah, not peace. Hit 'em back. And are you ready to die? Respect to Black Lives Matter. Ashe.